Justice League War World. Yeah, that's the title of this. Very weird title. It's like you want to say War World War, but then it's not. It's also I want to say War Lord because there's a War Lord character in the movie or whatever. It's just confusing. I did not like this movie. DC animated movies can be hit or miss, and most of the ones I've reviewed, from when I started reviewing them, at least I haven't seen every DC animated movie. I've enjoyed this one. I did not. However, the 4K did look great. We'll talk about that stuff in a minute, but let's just talk about this movie and why it didn't work for me. So the plot of this movie is all Batman and Superman are kind of thrown into these dreamscape worlds, and Wonder Woman's like fighting Jonah Hex in like this Western world, and that started off interesting for me. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then that kind of went into this other thing that Batman was doing, and he's like in a completely different type of world, and then it kind of fed into Superman's thing where he's in a black and white like Casablanca type era type thing. It was just really bad. The story was confusing, convoluted in some ways, and just like I don't really care about why these characters are here. Sometimes I think DC like just starts with these animated movies like, let's just adapt a story from the comics. I don't know if this actually is a story from the comics, but I'd imagine so. And they just kind of do it without actually thinking about how to make it interesting to people who don't know the comics or don't already blindly love Batman and Superman. And this is one of those examples where it's just like they didn't give me enough to really care about anything that was happening in this movie, and that made it kind of frustrating for me. I mean, I enjoyed the movie. It wasn't horrible, but I was also left at some point scratching my head. I'm like, it just was like, all right. Just the way the story came together, the character relationships, it's just like, okay. And then just by the end, they leave you like on a cliffhanger, like, ooh, we could do more. And it's like, it's not one of those DC animated movies where you're like, heck yeah, I want to see more. I really don't care to see more. But it was alright. Let's talk about the 4K. So DC animated movies were one of those things, I always bought them on Blu-ray because I never really thought, wow, what would a 4K even do for these? Because these are direct-to-video animated movies. 4Ks actually do it a lot. They actually make the picture so much clearer. The animation looks so much better. And motion, I feel like Blu-ray, I don't know what it does to the movies, but it just looks so different. It just bothers me. There's some special features on here. Nothing like go behind the scenes featurette, and then yeah, nothing too much really there. It's got this nice slip cover, which actually does look very nice. DC always does some cool slip covers. You got a 4K and a Blu-ray disc. Nothing too special there. But yeah, this is going to be out Tuesday, which I don't know why I said that like I'm putting this out before it comes out. I'm not, even though I've seen this movie before it came out, because I actually pre-ordered this on Groove. Groove actually sent it to me a whole, like, 5 days early, and I was able to watch it. That's how I'm able to have this review out on time. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I disappointed with the movie, but it's always good to have another DC animated movie in the collection either way. And I do want to eventually get all the DC animated movies, though I doubt that will ever happen just because there are so many of them and they come out so quick. I mean, sometimes it really is hard for me to pre-order these things when there's one, because I do pre-order all these to review these, and then there's one like that comes out 1 month, and the next month they already got a new one. Like this one's coming out, and they got a Mortal Kombat animated movie already. I mean, that's not technically DC, but it's kind of the same people doing those that do these. I don't really touch the Mortal Kombat stuff just because I don't really care about Mortal Kombat, but still, yeah, I enjoyed this movie. Let me know your thoughts, like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what DC character you would like to see get their own movie other than Batman and Superman, because I do think they get a little too much play.